You were involved in the cooperation activities of the Congress and participating so many workshops and seminars organized, especially last year. As a mayor in Slovenia, do you face similar challenges as your peers from the other countries such as Armenia, Georgia, Moldova and Ukraine, let's say?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. They're basically really far apart countries, so everyone would say that Slovenia should not face the same problems, but we do. I would say there are three reasons why we have so many similarities. The first one is we are all young democracies, and in young democracies, people understand that once you get a state, you should trust the state to the politicians, and you're not active anymore. This is really wrong because the politicians are as, let's say, interested in the leadership as the people are pressing on them. And the second issue is this leads us to a low participation of populations, so active citizenship is a huge question. And the last question, and not the least, is also the understanding of democracies. Democracies are always under construction, so there is no end to it. There is no effort that is too much for building up democracies, and these are all the young democracies facing, regardless on west or east or south or north of the European continent.
So in this context, what tools do you consider to be most useful, especially when we talk about the ethical behaviors, transparency and citizen participation, as you mentioned?
So the problem is that the mayor or the president or prime minister, he is always the leader, the supreme leader, so he is watched. So I would say the first thing that one has to do is a self-limitation. So behavior that is okay, behavior that is a role model for all the people within the municipalities or the countries. So if we don't do that, of course it's very difficult to say, well, let's behave in ethical manners and not being ethical yourself. So this is the starting point. And the second part is to be held accountable. So you have to explain your acts, your decisions to all the constituency. It's not enough just to win the majority in the council or win majority in the parliament, but I believe that you have to go to the citizenship and to explain why you're taking this kind of decision. It's better off, and people understand that, of course, they will also participate much more as they were in the first case.
But on the other hand, we can also say that especially citizens often lack trust in their political leaders, unfortunately. So how can a mayor lead the change in this perception in a positive way?
Of course, the first one is being a role model, as I stated before. The second one is total transparency when we regard the public money or when we talk about carrying out the function, political functions. So everything should be clear, there should be no doubt in it. And of course, with this, I'm sure that you can gain some trust. Once you have the trust, you should not lose it. And of course, when you have the trust, people will contribute, people will take part, and this will be inner circle of democracy. So we will work together and we will all move on in better future, I would say.
Thank you for joining us, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you very much.